taken up to the 40.
Levi good there, kind of a sophomore out there getting an opportunity for a little bit of a return, so nice job there. We're going to get reestablished, so we are up there on Pup Nation. Sorry again about that. Don't know what happened with the connection there, and so we'll hopefully keep this going for as long as we can. We hear you loud and clear from the public. We're going to do our best to get that connection going again and get something wired in next year. Bear with us as we kind of go through, but I think we're up and running again and live on there as we kind of go through.
So looking to pass on first down. There's a nice pass to Garten at about the 45-yard line. It's a nice pass of 5 on first down.
Yeah, we'll take that kind of going overall. And now you're definitely in that situation with a 40-14. What that does on the other side, though, is it puts you in a pretty predictable position that you know you're going to get the pass. But what I'm seeing already is a few of these numbers that I don't notice on the Osage side is they're kind of content to, hey, let's keep our core in there, but see at least one number that I haven't seen yet that's going to get an opportunity to get a little bit of playing time as we close in on 9 minutes here in the fourth quarter.
Rolling and a flag, and there's just going to be a sack.
Yeah.
Kind of tripped over his own feet back at the 33-yard line.
Yeah, I feel a little awkward there. You hope nothing's wrong there. Again, that's usually kind of where Denny loves. He loves to take the scramble and kind of bust outside, but that was one where I don't know if that was just the position on the field or where it was, but that was kind of going overall. Unfortunately, you're going to get a holding call on top of that. It's going to be a decline because you had a big loss anyway, and you're going to set up a 3rd and long here.
So it'll be 3rd down and about 15 from the 35-yard line as the clock continues to move. 8:50 to go in the game. Indians lead 40-14. Time to score brought to you by Community National Bank of Caney. From the shotgun, Denny looking to pass.
Just know where to go.
And he is brought down at about the 22-yard line. Great job by the Indians secondary to keep the wide receivers from getting any kind of resemblance of being open. And kind of slipped that back at the 23-yard line.
Yeah, 4th and a mile there. And again, kind of uncharacteristic. Denny just seemed to lost his footing there twice. And again, kind of curious there what's going on. Hopefully there's nothing tender or nothing kind of going on. But really ultimately just a nice little pass rush. That's what you teach, kind of making sure you contain on the outside edge and then collapsing in. And then what we're seeing here again, that quick spot of the ball and the play clock rolling, we're just not used to that, to be very candid. I don't know that there's a group in Kansas that would be used to it. I've never seen it spotted so fast and going through, and really one of those that kind of overall typical in that situation. We should have been ready. We knew that was a sack. It's going to run either way. But I do like to point out that even on those gains and everything else, these guys are hustling, ready to go, anxious to get home.
Absolutely. Let's take a quick 30 seconds, and we'll be back with more Pup Nation on YouTube and US 98.
Hyman's Iron and Metal in Coffeyville makes metal-to-cash transactions so quick and easy. Pull up to their scales, they'll quickly weigh your metal, then pull around, get your check inside. No hassle, no waiting. Recycle your used metal, aluminum cans, and more. Be good to our environment, and Hyman's will be good to your wallet. Hyman's Iron and Metal, fast, friendly service that's family-owned and operated. Located at 1216 Beach Street in Coffeyville, you'll appreciate their speed and fair market prices at Hyman's. Open weekdays 8 to 4:30 and Saturdays 8 to noon.
And a nice punt down at about the 40-yard line. That's where the Indians will take over.
Yeah, good job by McVeigh getting down there and doing a really good job. Took a little bit of a bounce back, but right there in position. And, again, Osage just content, letting it kind of fall down. Going back in here, they've had great success here in the second half, really adjusted well, and you can see that they kind of went in, saw defensively what we were doing, make those adjustments, and really, unfortunately, we haven't had an answer for it here in the second half. It doesn't hurt the fact that you've got a guy like Jace Buckley out of there, and then the domino just kind of goes through. Good seeing Austin Freisberg back out there, and another leader out there on the defensive side of the ball, and as well as the offensive side tonight.
There is an end around to Lucas Gannenbein. Gets around the corner and gets some pretty good yardage. Enough for the first down and a whole lot more past midfield.
Yep.
They're going to mark him down at the 47-yard line.
Yeah, went out of bounds there, so stop the clock. If you're the other side of the ball again, you've got a pretty good lead, but you're still telling your guy next time, keep that in bounds. No reason to extend this longer than it has to be. You've got what's going to be an incredible battle next week coming up, in all likelihood, barring a miracle here. And so in those situations, especially here, you're talking with them, especially with as many seniors, got to know better in that. Keep that clock running. No reason to get the stops here this late in the game.
First and 10 from the 47. Another great run up to the 40-yard line. A nice run by Dylan Thiel. Drug a defender with him.
Yep.
And it'll be a gain of 7 on the first down. They're going to mark him actually a little shorter than I thought. Mark him down at the 41-yard line.
Yeah, I think he kind of fell a little bit and looked like jump forward there later, and maybe his knee was down a little bit early. So, nevertheless, a nice 6-yard run to start out there as the clock does run now. 7:10 left to go in the fourth quarter.
2nd and 4 from the 41. Looking to hand off.
Yep.
This time on the toward the near side, 30, 25, and it's going to be tackled at the 25-yard line.
Yeah, and they're seeing something they like there. And again, what's happening is they're kind of going through, coming back underneath, kind of using that nice formation that's been working for him as the clock continues to run. There's that quick spot, which again at this point in the game and where you're at, you don't really blame him as the clock ends up at 6:30 here with 1st and 10 here for the Indians.
From the 27-yard line. Looking, a handoff up the middle, shifty running, turns into a nice gain past the 15-yard line.
Yeah, shifty run there. Number 2, haven't seen him in yet. Again, a little bit of opportunity. And even though that quick spot, here we go. It's virtually no stopping on that clock now.
That is sophomore Sawyer Speece on the carry.
Did you say Speece or Speed? Because he definitely cut through their middle and did a really nice job. A shifty run there for them.
So 1st and 10 from the 14-yard line as we approach 5:40, fourth quarter. Looking, they're going to give it back to Speece. Going to get past the 10-yard line. Going to be stopped at about the 10, maybe the 9.
Talk about a shifty running back there. Again, just really sees the hole well, did a good job kind of cutting up and again, a little bit smaller than their other back. And so that's a nice job kind of tucking in there. Tough runner up there and a really nice job for a sophomore getting an opportunity here.
2nd and 6 from the 10-yard line. Indians up 40-14. Time of score brought to you by Community National Bank of Caney. Going back to Speece, able to dodge a couple tackles and elude a couple of tackles and get up past the 5-yard line.
I tell you what, I'm surprised to see the man on the field down there that missed him, and that's an Austin Freisberg. But he is shifty. Honestly, he reminds me of his younger brother in Sawyer Freisberg that's out there. But again, just a nice little jump cut. Here I am back underneath and set him up 3rd and 1 here. On the 5-yard line. So again, with an opportunity for Osage City to get a fresh set of downs there inside the 5 and potentially set up a goal-to-goal situation. But if they like where they're at, this clock's running 3rd and 1, and they're really starting to flex their muscle here late.
And a timeout taken by Caney. So let's go ahead and take one as well. Back in 30 seconds with more. Pub Nation on YouTube and US 98.
If it's an item you need for your building project, we can provide it to you at a very competitive price. Kansas Lumber, everything for the builder.
US 98, KUSN, Deering, Coffeyville.
We need to make the short trip to Myrtle's Market in Caney, Kansas.
Oh, do we now?
Heck, yes, we do. It's not your average boutique, I'm telling you.
Oh, yeah? How you figure?
Well, they have over 50 booths to check out.
Did you say over 50 booths?
Yes, I told you. It's far from average.
Hey, who's Myrtle anyway?
What? Well, I'm Myrtle. Come see me in Caney, Kansas. That's Myrtle's Market. I'll be flapping my wings, waving at you as you pull up.
Third and 1 from the 5-yard line.
If I'm not mistaken, we had a new sponsor there in Myrtle's Market. Again, it's about that time for holiday season, a great spot to go to, and I didn't recognize that chicken on there, and then I was like, okay, yeah, I know where we're going there. So appreciate that continued support. All of our sponsors tonight. We wouldn't be here without your support of Bullpups here.
And it looks like a new quarterback who is going to be able to rush through and at least get the first down, if not the touchdown. We'll see where they're going to mark it. Yeah, they're going to mark it a touchdown.
Yeah, far side of the field gave it to him. That's number 15 getting an opportunity there. And so kind of
freshman Will Brown.
I tell you what, it's tough. It's tough if you're a Bullpup here watching this and going through. But again, if you're on the other side of the field, I can tell you, when you have an opportunity as a freshman to get out there and to go in the record books in a sectional game with a touchdown, that's a big moment for that young man. So kudos to him. A lot of respect to this Osage City team as they've come in here and really had a dominant performance here tonight.
So 46-14, extra point pending. And the extra point is no good, so that's where we stand.
Yeah, I think that may have been a different kicker there in sophomore Max Pearson getting an opportunity. And so, again, don't blame him giving the opportunity for those young men to get a chance here. With only 2 seniors, it'll be interesting, do you get the curtain call for them, the opportunity for them to kind of go in? Do you do the same for your starters out there to be able to get them to kind of come off with 4 minutes here left to go?
46-14, Indians with the lead, 4:03 to go. Fourth quarter. Chris Roy and Blake Vargas. Scott Maples back at the studio. And I know we're all kind of disappointed at the way the season is kind of coming to a close, but goodness gracious, this is a tough Osage City team, no doubt about it, and it doesn't discount the season that the Bullpups have had.
Not at all. And again, their lone loss coming early against Silver Lake has gone through. They were really ranked pretty much 1 or 2 throughout the entire season until that kind of that trip up with them. And they've shown why they really are going to be a contender next week in either Nemaha or Sabetha. And again, another arguably powerhouse district here as it's kind of gone through that battle overall. But you've seen, again, the experience. So you just take the journey back, right? Sophomores 2 years ago, losing sectionals, and then fast forward here as a senior group that really is battle-tested, has come out. They've lost a couple years in a row, and they've really shown what that experience is like to be out there as the kickoff is underway.
Taken at about the 22-yard line, Garden up to the 35.
Number 2 getting down there, and we talked about him, Sawyer Speece, coming down there and getting a nice open field tackle. And so it'll be interesting here. Again, Garden's a little bit slow getting up, but you look like you're going to kind of get maybe that curtain call for these starters out there. I don't know whether you're going to kind of continue with that. There's always different opinions as you kind of end to this point. Nobody wants this season to be over, and one that's definitely this round has definitely been one that's been the test for the Bullpups and just haven't been able to get over that hump in this sectional round.
3:58 to go, fourth quarter. Denny with a handoff. Nice job by Freisberg to get around the end, 40 to about the 40, where are they going to mark him out at? Going to mark him out at about the 46-yard line, so a nice run by Freisberg.
Yeah, nice tackle there by Kevin Whitmer, a sophomore out there again. And again, you wouldn't know it because Austin's been out there so much, but a sophomore himself. And again, I think that's a lesson learned. It's never easy in these situations when the outcome isn't what you want. But ultimately, Coach Davis knows that this is a marathon. He's got a young group of men out here that really are getting this first opportunity in the sectional round, kind of seeing what that's like. And so, again, they're getting an opportunity here, a little 1-yard gain there. I believe that was Boone wide off the right-hand side.
So they'll be second and about 8. I think they're going to give him 2.
Nice run.
With the ball on the 47-yard line. As we go under 3.5 minutes to go in this game. Freisberg and White move off to the right side of the line.
That typically means pitch, and there it is on the right-hand side. Connor Pauly out there kind of get a nice little block, a little jump over a defender, and a nice little run there on second down, set up third and short.
Past the 50 to about the 47-yard line. So 3rd and 2 from the 47.
Yeah, so this, I'll tell you what, this Osage City team being road tested, being able to come out here in the league that they're in, and again, that experience over the last couple of years losing those sectionals is really starting to, you kind of see where that difference is. And so the future is bright here in Caney. When you look at this young group, only 2 seniors out there, core juniors and sophomores leading the way. Again, and then tough little run that's met there in the middle, going to be 4th and short here for the Bullpups.
Looks like it's up to the 46-yard line.
Not quite enough.
So 4th and 1 as we go under 2 minutes to go in this game.
Yeah, and you still, I've talked about him all night, but 74 in Colby Fagan, the senior, that's just really making it difficult up front. And no rest for the weary, no subbing out over on that side of the ball, and really did a good job kind of meeting them in the hole as you kind of put 2 in motion out there on the right. Usually the pitch, there it is, the right-hand side. Can they pick up a couple? And, yeah, you're going to get enough for a first down as we look at that 130 mark there.
Up to the 44-yard line.
Yeah, and the clock's going to run here. And again, I'm curious to know. Again, sometimes you have it where you kind of give the curtain call, let your starters get a call out, and just kind of pay tribute to them. In this fashion, you're just going to keep them on and give them that opportunity to get a couple more snaps underneath them as they kind of begin to wind down in the last minute of this season.
Handoff up the middle. Maybe get a couple. Maybe about 3 by Boone White.
Yeah, met real tough at the line of scrimmage again. That's just a good job there up front as the Osage City's on their feet here as they kind of go in under that minute mark and they kind of know what's going on. And so, Coach Davis isn't going to be in a hurry here. Maybe 1, maybe 2 more plays. And kind of extend that for as long as they can with that group of junior and sophomores and, again, those couple seniors. So what's been a really incredible night overall, some tough lessons learned. And again, the future is bright here for the Bullpups as you get a run off the left-hand side for a couple more, and that may do it for this evening.
Austin Freisberg with the carry up to the 40-yard line.
And kind of fitting that he's going to be the man to get the last carry there again. He's such an integral part of this team. The selflessness of him to kind of go over on the offensive line when he's shown what he can be as an offensive threat running the ball, and then such a great man on defense as well overall. And I guarantee you he's going to take that into the offseason as well, and one that is a tough one here. Fought hard, fought valiant, and they left it all on the field. Very proud of this group tonight. Congratulations to Osage City, though.
Absolutely. Let's take 1 minute. We'll wrap things up in 1 minute when we come back. Pub Nation on YouTube and US 98.
Community National Bank of Caney is a proud supporter of Bullpup Nations. We're here for all your banking needs. If you need a loan or looking for great rates on CDs, Community National Bank should be your bank. They also have free checking and savings. There's always very friendly and knowledgeable staff here to serve you. Community National Bank is a member of FDIC and equal housing lender.
We need to make the short trip to Myrtle's Market in Caney, Kansas.
Oh, do we now?
Heck, yes, we do. It's not your average boutique, I'm telling you.
Oh, yeah? How you figure?
Well, they have over 50 booths to check out.
Did you say over 50 booths?
Yes, I told you. It's far from average.
Hey, who's Myrtle anyway?
Huh? Well, I'm Myrtle. Come see me in Caney, Kansas. That's Myrtle's Market. I'll be flapping my wings, waving at you as you pull up.
46-14, the Osage City Indians come away with the victory here over the Caney Valley Bullpups at Caney Memorial Stadium. Chris Freund We have Blake Vargas with us and Scott Maples back at the studio. And like we said earlier, I mean, this does not take away from the amazing season that the Bullpups have had. 9-2 on the season, and you couldn't ask for a better team than what we saw here all season long.
No, it's been such a pleasure to kind of watch them. They've really had to grow up, and you have to when you're such a young team and sophomores and juniors out there that have done a really good job. And again, wish Osage City the best as they kind of continue on their journey, and one that outside of a hiccup in one game, they've really shown how impressive they are overall, and well-deserved as they kind of come out here and do a really good job. And award the trophies there. Looks like the old sectional runner-up will go here to the Bullpups, and again, congratulations to Osage City on being kind of hard fought and unable to kind of get through that the past couple of years. But again, that experience for them being a young team paid off in coming in here with a heavy core group of seniors that really imposed their will and kind of finishing this game out here.
So before we say so long,
the final score from Nemaha Central. Sebeka throws an interception to end the ball game. Nemaha Central wins 21-20.
did you hear what I just heard?
I did. I think that was very similar to the first game.
21-20.
Yep.
Nemaha Central with the victory.
Yep.
Sabetha throws an interception to end the game.
Yep.
Wow.
And there again, it just shows kind of that motto: the iron sharpens iron, and really, those are two outstanding teams that battled early in the year. That was a 2-point game. It's not surprising that you have a 1-point game here in the playoffs. And again, good luck to the Osage as they kind of make that trip up north there to take them on. And again, in a really battle-tested team with them as well. They've really looked like the team to beat as it's kind of gone on. But I tell you what, this core group of seniors here, this group of kind of maybe under the radar, really haven't been known, coming in, losing the last couple sectionals, getting a win here. They're hungry. They've shown that. Great adjustments overall, great athleticism, and honestly, very hard fought. You appreciate that. Very respectful as they've been down here, and so I want to give props to them and their community, to the entire team for them coming down here and being really great sports in this sectional game.
Absolutely. So as we begin to wrap things up here from Caney Memorial Stadium, the Osage Indians 46, the Bullpups 14. And what a season it has been for this Caney Valley Bullpup team. And I'm already excited to see what's going to happen next year, because it's going to be another, this team just getting a year older, a year more experienced, and exciting things are to come in the next couple of years, especially for this Bullpup team.
Yeah, they've done a great job. And again, you hate to say it, but for many of them, they're going to wear this loss. They're going to think about it on the weekend, but come Monday, they're going to be thinking about those winter sports and moving on to those other activities and things that they're involved in. And that's what I love about the small town atmosphere. When you look at these, every one of these young men are going to be, they're involved in multiple things throughout the year. And so on to wrestling, on to basketball, on to what makes maybe some of them are hitting the weights and wait until the spring track comes around and some of that. But again, appreciate the band. Got to give a shout out to the Pride of Caney out there doing their best to keep everyone in it throughout. Platinum Pups, there's no better group of spirit squad out there and cheering them on as they go through. And then as always, the community here, we're so appreciative of the support they see on throughout the year and really being out here cheering them on to the last minute. And that's what you want to see, even in a 46-14 loss. The reality is they gained a ton of experience. They're a young group, and it's going to be a great year next year. I promise you, they're going to put in the work, and we're excited to see where they end up.
Everyone mark December 5th on your calendars. That is the next broadcast as we get Caney Valley basketball. Bullpup basketball is going to be on the air here on US 98. And December 5th, going to Coffeyville.
Oh, yes.
So that is going to be great games. You know that. That's going to be a great way to get the Jamborees on the 2nd. And then Caney against Coffeyville on December 5th. So put that on your calendars, and we will have that game for you probably on 2 stations.
Like it. Like
on
it.
US 98 and
I
Sunshine
know they'll be looking.
98.9.
They'll be looking to forget that playoff game up there at Eudora. They had a tough draw up there, and I'm anxious to see how they turned out. I was talking with their superintendent earlier, and I know he was excited, trying to see if they could get past Miege tonight, who's kind of been that contender up there for years and years and years. But again, can't underscore the experience that the Bullpups gained tonight. Appreciate the Osage Indians. You guys were nothing but a class act down here this evening in your competition overall. Wishing Jace Buckley the best on his recovery. Hopefully it's nothing that's going to be long term, because he's been such an integral part coming into this. But silver lining, guys, sophomores, juniors, only a couple seniors out there, and there's the future is very bright for the Caney Bullpups here as we look towards next year.
Absolutely. Final score, 46-14. Osage City comes away with the victory. Caney ends their season 9-2. That's going to do it from Caney Memorial Stadium. Thank you, Mr. Blake Vargas, for joining us all season long. Thank you, Scott Maples, for helping us all season long as well. I'm Chris Freund saying good night from Caney.
Tonight's broadcast brought to you by Taylor Family Newspaper, Iron and Metal, Lacey Hodges of Shelter Insurance, DNL Automotive, Community National Bank and Trust, Caney Family Dental, Quality Paint and Body, Smith Auto and Tire.